I've been cold, I won't lie. Kept my heart in a quiet place dry. Doors closed, windows drawn, no sparks, just shadows on and on. But lately, there's heat in the air, a touch in your voice, a light kind of care. It's nothing yet, but it's not nothing, and I'm standing here wondering, am I at the edge of a warmth? Not a flame, just a slow, soft glow, learning how to let it show. No wildfires, no fast burns, just a slow return to something that might grow. Yeah, I'm standing at the edge of a warmth. You're patient, like the morning sun. Never rush me, just let it run. And I'm learning how to feel again, melting down what I held in. I'm not ready for forever talk, but I'll meet you halfway on this walk. I can't promise, but I can stay, and maybe that's okay. 'Cause I'm at the edge of a warmth. Not a flame, just a quiet start, but you're thawing out my guarded heart. No wildfires, no fast burns, just a slow return to something that might grow. Yeah, I'm standing at the edge of warmth. You can't rush trust or heat love too fast, but if we keep this steady, it might just last. Now I'm at the edge of a warmth. I feel the flicker, feel the rise, a little braver in your eyes. No wildfires, no fast burns, just a slow return to here I am at the edge of warmth. Warmth. You leaned in with cinnamon lips, stirring slow with your fingertips. A glance like syrup in the sun. One look and my heart came undone. You said don't need no fancy spice, just heat and chance and a roll of the dice. Now my pulse is soft and quick, like batter rising thick and slick. Blush and sugar on your breath, honey dripped and reckless. You taste like something I shouldn't touch, but I lean in, I want too much. Flushed and melting, can't recover, you and me in blush and sugar. Your hand brushed flower from my cheek, your laugh was low, your charm antique. The room got warm, the lights got low, and I forgot how slow love goes. You're the secret in my spoon, whipped like cream, gone too soon. I try to read what's in your eyes, but all I taste is sweet surprise. Blush and sugar, no disguise, like powdered truth in paradise. You swirl around and disappear, but your flavor lingers here. Spun in magic, lips like butter, I'm still lost in blush and sugar. Now every kiss is caramel, soft and slow, I know too well. You never stay, but still I crave the sugar rush your glances gave. Blush and sugar, wild and bright. You lit the stove and left the light, still dancing through my every line, like love that never checked the time. Too sweet to hold, too good to cover. You haunt me still in blush and sugar. Blush and sugar, wild and bright. You lit the stove and left the light, still dancing through my every line, like love that never checked the time. Too sweet to hold, too good to cover. You haunt. Kneading dough, but it won't behave. Sticky fingers, I'm losing my way. Oven's hot, but the timer's wrong. Burnt the edges of my favorite song. Life's like bread, sometimes it's dense, sometimes it rises, sometimes it's tense. I'm baking dreams in a cast iron pan, but crumbs of my sanity slip through my hands. Crumbs of my sanity falling on the floor, messing up the kitchen, but I'm back for more. Sweet and bitter, sugar and strife, mixing all the flavors of my life. Pastry's flaky, but the filling's thin, like all these battles I'm trying to win. Whisking hope in a cloudy bowl, rolling out the dough, trying to control. Sometimes the yeast don't wanna grow, and the blues in my heart start to show. But I keep baking, keep on the grind. With every crumble I'm still aligned. Crumbs of my sanity falling on the floor, messing up the kitchen, but I'm back for more. Sweet and bitter, sugar and strife, mixing all the flavors of my life. A pinch of salt, a dash of pain, sometimes sunshine, sometimes rain. Life's a recipe I'm trying to read, with crumbs of sanity left to feed. Crumbs of my sanity scattered everywhere. I'll keep baking through the chaos, 'cause I care. Sweet and bitter, sugar and strife, mixing all the flavors of my life. Flour on the counter, sugar on the floor. You said let's skip the rules and I wanted more. Cinnamon smile, heat in your gaze. We're stirring up trouble in all the right ways. Every mess we make is magic, every spill a spark. We're needing something tender in the quiet and the dark. With our hands in the bowl, we're mixing slow. You laugh like butter melting low. No rules here, just love and spice. A little too sweet, a little imprecise. But oh, it feels like home. With our hands in the bowl. Cracks in the eggshell, stories in your eyes. You hum old songs while the batter flies. We taste as we go, no need for the script. You read my heart with your fingertip. Love ain't clean or always measured. It's messy, loud and brave. We rise and fall together. Like bread we barely saved. With our hands in the bowl, we're mixing dreams. Caught somewhere between burnt crust and cream. No recipe for what we make, just what we feel and what might break. But oh, it feels like truth. With our hands in the bowl. We burn a few, we drop a few, but still come back to taste what's true. You say let go, just trust the heat, and somehow chaos tastes like sweet. Now the timer's ticking, your hand finds mine. The kitchen clock don't care for time, but in this moment, soft and slow, we've got all we need in this golden glow. With our hands in the bowl, we're finding grace in every smear, in every trace of love that doesn't ask to last, just wants to live, not rushed right past. And oh, it feels like home. With our hands in the bowl. The world is sleeping, but I'm wide awake. Cupboards open, heart still aches. Measuring silence in cups and grams. Mixing regrets with my shaky hands. Stirring thoughts I can't unwind. Flower on the floor like the mess in my mind. Midnight muffins in the oven glow, baking all the feelings I can't show. Sweetness rise and shadows fall. One more bite and I'll forget it all. If only sugar could heal the soul, I'd be whole. Phone is quiet, so am I, except for the timer's lullaby. Butter melting like my calm facade, frosting hopes on something flawed. I try to knead the pain away, but it lingers like a rainy day. Midnight muffins in the oven glow, baking all the feelings I can't show. Sweetness rise and shadows fall. One more bite and I'll forget it all. If only sugar could heal the soul, I'd be whole. Maybe tomorrow I'll sleep just fine, but tonight I'm surviving one crumb at a time. Ghosts of you in cinnamon swirls, memories dusted in powdered pearls. Midnight muffins in the oven glow, baking all the feelings I can't show. Sweetness rising, pain held tight, wrapped in parchment, kissed by light. If only baking could make me whole, I'd never feel this cold. walked in like the heat of July. Eyes like fire made the temperature rise. Every step, every glance, unspoken spice. You cook with rhythm, I taste it twice. You ain't sugar, you're something bold. A little cayenne in a heart of gold. When we touch, it's more than skin. It's music dancing on my skin. You got that sabor de alma, flavor and soul. It's how you hold your karma. From the way you move to the way you speak, it's a recipe I need every week. No, I don't want mild, I want fuego tonight. Give me sabor de alma, make it feel right. You stir the pot like an old romance, with stories folded in every dance. You got history in your hands, and I'm just learning where I stand. You don't fake it, you don't dilute. You're hot like truth and twice as smooth. Every kiss is homemade heat, slow cooked dreams and soul on beat. You got that sabor de alma, flavor and soul. It's how you hold your karma. From the way you move to the way you speak, it's a recipe I need every week. No, I don't want mild, I want fuego tonight. Give me sabor de alma, make it feel right. Tell me your secrets with paprika lips. Let me taste the stories on your fingertips. I don't want perfect, I want real. A little spice that knows how to feel. You got that sabor de alma, flavor and soul, no need for drama. Your fire and rhythm, sweet and wild. I'd cross a desert just to taste your style. No, I don't want mild, I want fuego tonight. Give me sabor de alma. Mi amor, hold me tight. Coffee on the stove, just past dawn. You're silent in the doorway, sweater half on. We wait for the words we're too tired to say, while the kettle starts humming in its own way. Some things rise before they're ready, some hearts crack without a sound. It's not the boil that breaks us, it's the pressure underground. Steam breaks first, soft and slow, before the fight. Before we know, the air gets thick, the silence warm, and we pretend that it's the norm. But steam breaks first, always does. It whispers louder than either of us. I butter toast, you don't even touch. The jam sits out, we don't say much. We used to dance while the eggs would fry. Now we just stare as the minutes slide by. So some mornings feel like rituals, but lately they just ache. Even the sun knows better than to rise before we break. Steam breaks first, before the flame, before the blame, before the shame. It curls between us, soft and wild, like everything we lost in style. Yes, steam breaks first, not with a shout, but in the space we've hollowed out. We could speak, we could move, we could name what we both prove, But the sound we make instead is the hiss of all that's left unsaid. Steam breaks first, and maybe that's the tender truth in every crack. Not every heat becomes a fire, not every love burns with desire. But oh, we knew it from the start. Steam breaks first before the heart. We started slow, with careful hands, measuring love in simple plans. You brought the fire, I brought the flame, both of us hoping we'd taste the same. We stirred with laughter, we simmered well, a little sweet, a touch of spell. But somewhere in that golden hour, we lost the balance, gave in to power. Now the flavors don't blend like they used to do, and I taste the tension cutting through. Too much salt in the recipe, now the sweetness hides where it used to be. You poured it on like you couldn't feel, trying to fix what was already real. Too much salt and not enough grace. Now there's bitterness I can't erase. We'll fight it with already wise. Much too much salt in the recipe. You kept on seasoning past the point of care, eyes closed, heart unaware. I held my tongue like a trembling spoon, tried to believe it would taste right soon. We let the moment overboil, dressed it in laughter, hit the spoil. But all the sugar in this world can't bring back what we carelessly swirled. Now every bite is edged with doubt. What once was warm has been hollowed out. Too much salt in the recipe, now it's silence where your song should be. You tried to fix it with heat and spice, but love don't rise without sacrifice. Too much salt, we didn't see how far we drifted from harmony. We'll fight it with already wise. Maybe it's burned into the pan. Maybe this is just who I am. You left a note beside the flower in your looping faded pen. Don't rush the dough, don't fear the hour. What matters most is how you begin. I hold that paper like a prayer, folded soft from years of use. Each line a whisper sweet and spare of how to love and not confuse. I'm unfolding the recipe step by step. Your voice in the silence, the heat, the breath. It's not all written, and some parts fade, but I keep stirring through the joy and the ache. A little too salty, a little too slow, but I'm learning love in what you wrote. The butter melts before I'm ready. The timing's off, the mix unsure, but your rhythm lingers soft and steady. In every pause I can't ignore, You never needed perfect plating, just hands that tried, a heart that stayed. I wipe my tears while marinating in all the mess that love has made. I'm unfolding the recipe line by line, guessing the parts you left undefined. No measurements, no guarantees, just pinch of this memories. The oven hums like a distant hymn, and I still hope you'd walk back in. Maybe love's not meant to be followed, like steps on a page or dough that's hollow. It's in the waiting, the burn, the rise, the way we fail, the way we try. So I'm unfolding the recipe left behind, with flour on my hands and you on my mind. Still missing pieces, still feeling slow, but I'm finding warmth in what I know. It's not perfection, but it's real and deep, the kind of love you have to need to keep. And oh, I taste your heart in every fold, still unfolding the recipe we wrote. Started with sugar, a little too much. You smiled and I felt the spark in your touch. Flour on the counter, hearts on the line, mixing emotions, your hands over mine. Didn't know what we were stirring up, but now I'm rising, I can't get enough. You got me whipped into love, baby, folding my walls like cream so crazy. Stirred up my soul, can't fake this glaze, baking slow in your honeyed haze. Ooh, it's sweet and it's rough. You got me whipped into love, whipped into love. Your laugh is like cinnamon under the skin, warm and wild, pulling me in. You kiss like frosting, soft and bold, a recipe I wanna hold. Can't tell where the mess ends and magic begins, but I'd spill it all to feel you again. You got me whipped into love, baby, folding my walls like cream so crazy. Stirred up my soul, can't fake this glaze, baking slow in your honeyed haze. Ooh, it's sweet and it's rough. You got me whipped into love, whipped into love. Darling, we don't need perfection. Burnt edges still make sweet affection. Every crack, every rise, every fall, we taste it all. You got me whipped into love, baby. No timer could ever faze me. I'm rising in your oven glow. Half a mess, but you still know it's sweet and it's more than enough. You got me whipped into to love.